Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a very good one for you today. I am in Newport Beach. Gonna hit a couple different beaches today, just because I'm out and about driving around. And so much is happening with the economy right now. There's so much news, even on the weekend. So I want to share it with you guys. And before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget we have an email list that you can join. Got an email coming out this week. And first things first, Black Friday was an absolute disaster yesterday. They anticipate that sales were off 28%. Think about this, 28% from 2019. You can't compare it to 2020, 2019. So that's horrific, guys. That's bad numbers. But here's the thing. This is what I get a kick out of. Shoppers were up 47.5%. So we had more people walking around the mall, which is what you pretty much noticed from the Black Friday video, was people were walking around the mall, but they just weren't buying anything. Okay, well, maybe it's the weather. Maybe people want to get out. Okay, great. But people are not buying stuff. This Small Business Saturday that was started, this is ridiculous. This was started by American Express, and it was promoted as a way of promoting the American Express card. And now it's turned into supposedly a big shopping day, which I think is utterly preposterous. Lending Tree did a survey where they say the average person is spending $305 on, Small Business Saturday. I think that that's delusional. Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think, and if you believe these numbers, because I sure don't. It's a little Corona down there for anybody that knows the area. And again, nice November day, nice and warm. This is a nice area between Big Corona and Little Corona. That's what they call that. And kind of a rock area you can climb on, have fun. There's a lot to do out here. The water's incredibly clear. Got the lifeguard station out there. It's just really nice. Just a beautiful place. It's amazing that this is November, guys, and that's just so warm and beautiful. And if you look at that water down there, you can just see how blue it is and clear. It's just fantastic. People out enjoying the day. There's a great article from Business Insider talking about, should you own a house or should you rent? And the person that wrote this article was a former financial advisor, and it was interesting because she was talking about, weighing, owning versus renting. And what she had talked about was, if you rent, you should take the difference in what you would spend in maintenance and the upgrades to your home and invest that. And if people did that, they would be ahead of the game. Now, with the market being in such a precarious spot right now, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because I'm telling you this right now, you're going to see the housing market absolutely tank in the coming months. The numbers do not lie that there are so many houses available. People keep talking about no inventory and low interest rates, but it's just a matter of time until people decide that housing prices are just too expensive right now. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. I want to know what you guys think about this, and if you think right now you'd be better off renting than owning. A lot of experts that are true experts in the real estate field that remember 2008 are telling people to sell their houses and sit out. I think that's solid advice right now. I really do. You've got areas where houses are less expensive, but can you work there? So that's the one. Can you live without a job? And that's the one thing people need to weigh. It's one of the things people need to weigh. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Now, these strong arm robberies are getting worse. Burnsville, Minneapolis area, you had a Best Buy that was ripped off, strong arm robbery. Home Depot's, Chicago's been plagued by them. Bunch of different retailers here in California. This is getting worse. I wonder how the CEO, Burry, of Best Buy feels about this now that one of her stores has been victimized by this, if they're going to start protecting the employees. This is ridiculous that these employees have to live through this and they're not being protected. And again, it's just a matter of time, guys, until they do this at the wrong store. They're gonna do it at some store and they're gonna threaten the wrong person, and that person's gonna be strapped, and it's going to be a completely different turnout, to say the least. So share your thoughts on that, guys. Plus, these green areas are really nice out here. Everybody sits out here and hangs out. John Hussman Investment Trust, he's been in the financial industry for 40 years. He called the dot-com bubble, and he said what is going on right now is much worse than anything we saw in the dot-com days. He said that there are dozens of indicators right now that lead us to believe that there's going to be a massive crash in the stock market, and we have seen just the beginning of it. So again, guys like this are people that I value, because the guy's got 40 years of experience. He's seen the ups, he's seen the downs, he's absolutely seen everything in the financial markets. And this guy has an investment newsletter, and this is what you have to pay attention to. When guys like this break their schedule, and he came out to issue this warning early before the next newsletter to say that all hell is going to break loose in the stock market, and that this is just the beginning, and that people need to prepare themselves for this. So, Dan, you're a naysayer. Dan, gloom and doom. This is a guy that I would listen to right now. And again, prepare yourself for this, guys. You know, you'd rather be ready than have to get ready. And in the stock market, it's too late. People are crazy when it comes to these selling their stock, because people feel worse about, you know, missing out on a run than they do about losing all their money. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think about this, and if you think that things are as bad as Mr. Hussman seems to think they are right now. Shopping is completely out of control right now. There are no bargain deals anymore. And what I mean by that, other than the hot dog and soda at Costco for $1.50, which I can't stand because it's the package ketchup now and it's not the machine anymore. Anyways, there is no more dollar slices of pizza. There are no more $2 chuck at Trader Joe's. There's no really smoking deals on food anymore. And it's just led to everything. I mean, pizza has gone up a ton. Everything has gone up a ton. And what this whole thing has taught everybody is that people need to go out and plan on buying stuff earlier this year for the shopping holiday season. It's just what they're gonna have to do. The supply chain mess and the lack of products out there have made it so that people need to shop earlier. Gas right now, here in Southern California, it's at an all-time high. Today, driving here to the beach, San Diego announced that their average per gallon price was $4.63. Just absolutely crazy. Here's my favorite gas station that I've shared with you guys in the past. Take a look at this place again that absolutely fleeces people to use their credit card. Take a look at this. Here's an update on my favorite gas station, where if you use your credit card, it's almost $1 more. How about premium for $5.75 a gallon? Whoa. What is it near you guys? Share your thoughts. Isn't that criminal? Just, it's such a ripoff. Get charged almost $1 more to use your debit or credit card. What an absolute ripoff. So, that being said, there are no deals out there right now, guys. Everybody needs to shop and understand that there just isn't really low prices on anything right now. Food's at an all-time high. It's only going to get higher. But, you know, this Thanksgiving, as we look at how expensive everything was, I think it's just going to get worse between now and Christmas. No. It's crazy, guys. This is a nice November day. Everybody's out enjoying the beach, hanging out. But share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because people, you know, there's just no deals out there right now. There really isn't. And onesies, twosies, different shopping, things like that. But I think we all need to plan on paying much more for everything in our lives right now. I have a special guest today.
Hello.
My son Grant. Oh my gosh. Your mom's boyfriend must have been very tall.
Lord.
Anyways, college student, studying film. Quick question for you. Okay, you work in retail right now. You're going to school full time. How is it with people on the retail
When
level?
it comes to like Starbucks and everything, like, I don't know, they're not the best type of people. Just complain about drinks, complain about food.
So people are not polite, is what
Not
you're
at
saying.
all.
I know you're trying to tone this down
Yeah.
for me because it's my channel,
Yeah.
but people are fairly rude, right?
Very rude. People scream at you. I've had people throw their drinks at the window before. They're just pretty rude. It's just over coffee.
Okay. Now, when you worked at Dunkin' prior to that, I used to never say what the place was, but you worked at Dunkin' Donuts in Irvine. You had over a week where nobody thanked you.
Yeah, no one thanked me for anything. They just grabbed their stuff, looked at me disrespectfully, and just drove away.
For over a week. Not one
Over a
person's
week.
even said thank you.
No, not at all. Just every single time I took an order, gave them donuts, gave them drinks, people just drove away. That's all that happened.
Do you think that people need to be more polite to service workers?
Of course, to everyone. Raise the minimum wage too. Really mean a
Well,
lot.
Starbucks could go as high as they're
Yeah.
saying $23.
Yeah, in the summer though.
Yes.
We're in November right now, so it's
Okay.
not really anytime soon. But when it comes to customers, I just wish there's a little more of an ounce of respect when it comes to workers who would work 8-hour shifts, maybe 40 hours a week, and it's just not fair.
But they won't give you full 40. They'll give you like 32.
Yeah,
things
so the
like
most
that.
the most I worked in 1 week was 39. But that's just because people were calling out, so I had to come in. But I usually work like 32 hours a week, and then on top of that was college and everything. But when it comes to like me being at the window, just me up front, just like helping customers, like it's just some people are really mean. Really mean. It's just
And that's been the great. And I know you're toning this down for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, I really do. But it's bad, isn't it? People just are not polite in general at all to you.
No, like some people are really nice. They thank me, they tip you, which is cool. But sometimes someone would order like maybe like a $40 or $50 order, and they just don't tip you. I just think that sucks too. and then you know, I just wish that like people would realize that like people, they sacrifice to work every single week just because they're struggling when it comes to, you know, like bills, or when it comes to paying rent, or when it comes to just really living in California because it's just so expensive. It just no one shows a little ounce of respect.
Now, you had a chance to go visit your friends in Rhode Island
Yeah.
and look at some other schools and things like that.
Yeah.
Was it less expensive to live there?
Yeah. And there's some cities out there that were pretty expensive, like Narragansett and Newport. But when it comes to like Providence, Kingston, Cranston, it's really nice out there. It's just not as expensive as California. Minimum wage is lower too, but it's like people were really nice there when it comes to here. And when I was at Starbucks in Rhode Island, when I went to one in Johnston, Rhode Island, off the freeway, they were all super nice, and no one disrespected them, no one screamed at them. Even when someone messed up an order, it's just no one.
Okay. Very interesting. Well, thank you for your expertise.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. With all the hype about real estate and Zillow and Open Door and everything, there's a great article that I included in the video description below, where one of the least affordable cities now, the fastest growing, least affordable city in the country, is Austin, Texas. So many people from California, Boston, New York are moving to Austin that it's become completely unaffordable. And, you know, it used to be simple, small town feel. Not anymore, guys. Austin is an absolute mess when it comes to the price of real estate. They're taking mobile home parks, raising them, tearing down churches, and building houses in these areas. So take a look at the article. It's completely ridiculous that people are moving the way that they are. An absolutely stunning day out here today. So, you know, when you look at where everybody's moving, where they're going to Florida, they're going, you know, to Texas, Austin has been priced out of the market with all the recent activity. Famed investor Jeremy Grantham came out right before Thanksgiving again and said that trouble's coming and there's going to be a huge problem with the stock market and people need to protect themselves now. And I'm not giving financial advice, but read the article of his suggestions, which see if you guys agree with these or not. He's talking about you should put your money into Coca-Cola, US Bank, and healthcare stocks. Healthcare stocks I kind of agree with. It used to be when the economy went bad that the entertainment industry would do well, but we're seeing that the entertainment industry is taking a hit right now. And so he runs GMO, Grantham, Mayo, and Otterloo. Got a great reputation, been around forever. Now, here's another crazy thing that they're thinking about doing, and they're labeling this a billionaire's tax, and this is not a billionaire's tax. This is going to tax the average person. One thing that they want to do is tax loans that billionaires take on stock portfolios. And they're using this for assets that these people have. Now, okay, think about this. You go out and you get wealthy enough to get a rental property. One thing that you can do if the value of the property goes up is you can go out and borrow against it, and you're taking out a loan. You can have hundreds of thousands of dollars in doing this, even more, and not pay taxes on that because it's a loan. But they want to tax those loans now. That's insane, guys. So this is not a billionaire's tax. It's being labeled as a billionaire's tax. It's going to absolutely destroy the average person from getting ahead right now. They want to tax margin loans in your investment accounts, and they want to tax real estate loans like this for rental properties and things like that. That's absolute craziness. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. People need to prepare themselves right now for what's coming, but no matter what you do to try to get ahead, it seems that they're just trying to whittle it away and take anything they can from you. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Isn't that nice? Beautiful, beautiful day. One thing that I do miss about things not being, quote, normal is my medical and startup conferences that I ran for several years. I would get to see great technology. You would see everything from real stuff that was going to change people's lives to absolute insanity. You'd see the crazy people that would say, I have a cure for cancer. Just lunacy, guys. I could do videos for hours on the craziness of stuff I saw. But you deal with some real smart people that invent things that are absolutely stunning. There's an article that I want to include in this video where a man had type 1 diabetes and fought it for the majority of his life. And he did a rare new treatment where they put antibodies into his pancreas, and basically it started to create insulin again, and he doesn't have to take his insulin anymore. So that's absolutely amazing. That's the type of medical innovation that you want to see coming out of a health crisis. So, you know, share your thoughts on this. Take a look at the article. It's absolutely fascinating. If you know of anybody that's suffering from type 1 diabetes, take a look at this treatment and see if it's for you. I'm always fascinated by things like this that I would learn. And again, the one thing that I miss the most about not having those conferences is meeting these brilliant people that came up with all these amazing different treatments and different medical products. That's not happening. So the conferences will come back in 2022, but let's hope that things get back to normal between now and then as well. I'm going to finish this video with these last 3 stories. First things first, you're going to see much more of this, and you should look within your city limits, your city and your county and your state. The city of Seattle just announced a grant program for people that are in lower income areas. In other words, if you make half the average income, you could be eligible for a $1,000 to $3,000 grant. The application's below. Very simple to fill out. I checked it out. It's in 8 languages, so it's for absolutely everybody. And you should take a look at that. But if you're not in Seattle, take a look at the areas that you're in and search within the county. See if these programs are out there. You're going to see much more of this money available, because if they don't give out the money between now and the end of the year, then the money has to go back to the feds. So they're giving this money out. The next is Fair Chairman Raphael Bostic, out of Atlanta. This clown is talking about how they're going to raise interest rates maybe twice within 2022. Okay, that's the least they could do, guys, to slow the carnage of inflation down right now. Again, talking about raising interest rates in 6 months does nobody any good. This guy came out at the end of the week to talk about how great it was going to be that they may raise interest rates twice next year. Okay, so be it. Okay, unbelievable. Should have done it 3 days ago. Anyways, that being said, the final story is Denny's restaurant. Here in California, Denny's restaurant, which is open 24 hours a day, you know, known mainly for breakfast stuff, they have a robot that is serving food and delivering food, getting rid of waitresses right now. It's absolutely saving the restaurant an absolute fortune right now. And people love it because you get a lot of college students that go out, have a few drinks, they go to Denny's at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the robot serves them food. So the college students that are making TikToks about this are talking about how they don't have to tip the robot and it saves the restaurant a fortune. So share your thoughts on this. Want to know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. Don't forget, we've got the Webull promotion that ends in just a couple days. If you want to get a free Webull account and trade cryptos or get a free stock, you can do that for absolutely free. And don't forget to join the email list. In the video description below, you can join our email list. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon.